Please be seated. Well, good afternoon. I'm Larry Calhoun. I'm the Dean of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy at East Tennessee State University, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here today on this very special occasion. This day has been a long time in the making for the students here on the stage with me. For them, this began with a desire to seek some kind of a profession in healthcare. And intermingled with all the coursework and trying to decide what kind of goal they wanted to set for themselves, they decided that pharmacy would be their avocation. It meant shadowing pharmacists. It meant taking a look at the various kinds of pharmacy, working in community and hospital pharmacies. It involved quite a bit of time preparing for that dreaded PCAT exam that they took. It was the excitement of getting the invitation to come for an interview for a College of Pharmacy. And most importantly, it meant selecting Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy as their primary pharmacy school of choice. And trust me, those of you in the audience today, these students had choices to decide whether they wanted to go to pharmacy school. All of these requirements had to be met, and there's still no guarantee that they were going to go to pharmacy school. They had to participate in a very highly selective process of admissions. And these students competed with over 400 applicants for the 89 spots here on the stage today. These students chose the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy, and they are the class of 2017. So let's give them a round of applause. I'd like to introduce our first speaker today. Dr. Brian Noland is the 9th president of East Tennessee State University. He received his BA degree from West Virginia University, MA degree from West Virginia University, and PhD from the University of Tennessee. After being at East Tennessee State University for only a few weeks, I received a call from his office saying that he would like to come and visit the College of Pharmacy. That'll be exciting. We can show him around. He can meet a few of the people and see our building. I got a little nervous when I realized he was bringing the entire senior staff with him and going to stay 3 days. You see, he really wanted to know about our college and wanted to know about our culture. He was interested in knowing how he could help improve the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. And the first group he met with are students. This may help you understand how important students are to our president. We're excited about the passion he has for higher education, and we're certainly excited about the vision he has for East Tennessee State University. Please help me welcome Dr. Brian Noland.
Dr. Calhoun, members of the faculty and staff, our students, congratulations to you and welcome to ETSU. I'd like to take a moment to introduce a couple of individuals who are here with us today. The first being the former First Lady of ETSU, someone whose name adorns this auditorium, someone who embodies the spirit of this institution, the spirit to roll up your sleeves, get to work, and to spend your days assisting students in their journey to post-secondary education. She was also the first individual to contribute to the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. Mrs. Culp, thank you for joining us today. I'd also like to introduce the current First Lady of ETSU, my wife, Donna Noland. This afternoon embarks the beginning of a journey towards the receipt of a degree in pharmacy. The white coat ceremony is the beginning of not only an exciting journey, but a privilege earned and a privilege that you will continue to earn over the course of the coming years. You represent the best and brightest students across the region. You represent individuals who have made lasting contributions to put yourself in the position that you find yourself in today. Your dream to become a pharmacist is a dream that may have begun in elementary school or in middle school or in your undergraduate career. It's a dream that may have been imparted in you by members of your family. It's a dream that may have been imparted in you by a pharmacist that you looked up to, who gave you care, who gave you guidance, and who gave you inspiration. Whoever it is that led you on this path to where you find yourself today, do me a favor. At some point over the weekend, write that person a small note and say thank you. That little note may not mean much at the time, but I guarantee you it will mean a great deal to the recipient, because that one individual, in many respects, whoever they may be, your mom, your grandparents, or a local pharmacist, is going to help transform your career. And then do me another favor. Write a note to a student from your high school and talk to them about your experiences in your first week at pharmacy school, and encourage them to walk across the stage and receive their degree. Because ultimately that's what this is about. Today's the beginning of a journey. Today is a recognition and a celebration of your accomplishments that brought you to this point in your educational career. But ultimately, the true day of celebration will be in several years when you walk across the stage, shake my hand, and receive your degree and enter the practice. And when you enter the practice, you enter a practice where you have the opportunity to change the lives of people across the great state of Tennessee on a daily basis. I commend you for what you have accomplished. I thank you for your decision to invest in your future at East Tennessee State University in the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. You're going to find that it's more than a college, it's a family. And that's a word you hear a great deal about at ETSU, is family. And as you look out in the audience today, you're going to see members of your family who helped to make today possible. So I hope at some point before you do the deep dive into your textbooks and roll up your sleeves and get to work, because exams are going to be knocking on the door sooner than you think. Do not procrastinate the studies. Take a moment to say thank you to your family members who made today possible. On behalf of everyone at ETSU, we extend our best wishes to you as you embark upon your journey. Welcome to the ETSU family. Thank you for all that you'll do for our institution. Thank you for all that you'll do for our community. And thank you for all that you will do for this great state. Congratulations, Godspeed, and go Bucks.
Dr. Wilty Bishop is Senior Vice President for Health Affairs at East Tennessee State University. She has an extensive background in health care before moving into higher education. Dr. Bishop is responsible for the Academic Health Science Center, and that means she has responsibility for the colleges of medicine, nursing, public health, clinical and rehabilitative health sciences. She's very committed to interprofessional education, which means all of our students work together in a team environment. She's a visionary leader in support of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy, and she's also my boss, so be nice to her when you welcome her to the microphone, Dr. Bishop.
Well, has it been a good week? When I met with these students earlier in the week, you could just feel the excitement in the room. The excitement was contagious. The rest of my day was great because of meeting with you all on Monday morning. Congratulations. It's been a good week to have you here. Hope you feel like you're getting into the swing of things, and truly that you feel part of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. You're going to have a lot of people tell you today that when you put that white coat on, you'll be different. And you're going to be different because how people will look at you. They will see you differently. You'll assume significant responsibilities and obligations that you did not know that you would so quickly in this process. But I think as a group, you're going to be ready to take on those responsibilities, and I think that you will understand the professionalism that wearing the white coat will mean. And know that not only are you representing your own professionalism in this process, but you represent Gatton College of Pharmacy and ETSU every time you put that coat on. Parents, friends, congratulations to you also. I know this is an exciting day in your life and something that many of you have been a part of bringing the students to this stage in their lives. Continue that support. They will continue to need to have an ear that is ready to listen, to have a checkbook that's ready to be opened, and to have someone who will just listen to them about the things that they're doing in their daily lives. In a few short years, you will be back to see them become a pharmacist. Today's a great day on the start of that journey. So, congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Calhoun, for letting me be part of this.
I'm going to deviate from the program just a bit. We are excited today to have Mr. Keith Wilson with us today. He's the newest member that was appointed recently by Governor Haslam to the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. Mr. Wilson is the president of Northeast Tennessee Media Group, and is also, which operates the Kingsport Times News, the Johnson City Press, and all of the associated digital operations supporting those entities. A graduate of Indiana University, Mr. Wilson has worked in the media business since 1973 at Indiana University, Home News Enterprises in Franklin, Indiana, Terre Haute, Indiana, Indiana Tribune Star, and Owensboro, Kentucky Messenger Inquirer before coming to Kingsport. We're excited that Mr. Wilson was able to join us today on very short notice. That's why he's not listed in the program, and this is his first official event as a member of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. So please help me welcome Mr. Keith Wilson.
I'm not sure, but I think he said I was the deviant on the program. Is that what I heard? I do appreciate the opportunity to have a few minutes to say something and to represent the Tennessee Higher Education Commission for the state of Tennessee. It seems that both you guys and I are on a brand new journey. I intend to enjoy mine, and I know you will as well. My assignment today really is one. I have a sole assignment, and that is to say congratulations on behalf of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission to all of you on your success already and the journey that you've begun here. So on behalf of the Commission, congratulations. I did get 2 minutes of microphone time, so if you'll indulge me for half a second, I'll make a personal observation. In my experience, there are really two learning tracks in life. One is how to earn your living, and the other is how to live. Obviously, by your presence here, you're well on your way to the first of those goals. But the admonition that I offer is this: on your way to earning a living, don't neglect to learn how to live your life well. I think you will find, as I have, that at the end of the day, your success in life will be measured just as much by how well you live as how much you earn. So enjoy the journey while you're here. Maximize the opportunity you have to learn and acquire the skill sets necessary to succeed in your profession. And please set aside some time to learn the lessons of how to live well as well. Thank you.
While our college is still young in relation to most colleges of pharmacy in the United States, we've started a number of traditions. And one tradition is for the P2 class president to deliver a welcome to the incoming class. You might call this sort of a rite of passage, but I really think it's the fact that the class of 2016 is no longer the new kid on the block. Welcome to the College of Pharmacy. Tiffany Ratliff is president of the P2 class. Tiffany earned her BS degree in biology from Morehead State University, and she says they were blue and gold also, so she didn't have to change any of her colors. Tiffany, if you'll come to the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Calhoun. And from the class of 2016, I would like to express our appreciation to President Noland, Dr. Bishop, and Mr. Wilson for being present for yet another white coat ceremony. We are honored to have such impressive leaders of higher education present here today, and would like to thank them for taking time out of their busy schedule to be here with us and for the class of 2017. To the parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, friends, and mentors sitting in the audience, as well as to the class of 2017, I believe a sigh of relief is in order. You students have officially been accepted into the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy and are about to begin your journey to becoming an esteemed pharmacist. For the students, this means no more PCAP prep courses, no more stress of filling out applications, and no more dreadful undergraduate coursework. And for the parents, of course, no more PCAP prep courses, no more financial enabling of the PCAT exams, undergraduate coursework, gas for interviews, or deposits for pharmacy schools. Now is the time. All of the effort and heartache has brought these students to this moment. It seems hard to comprehend the reality that you have already achieved one of your main life goals. You're getting ready to begin pharmacy school and trek down the path toward becoming an esteemed leader in the world of healthcare. Pat yourself on the back, because most people would say the hard part is over, but as I say, the fun stuff is yet to come. This is why I want to give you a bit of advice for your journey to becoming a pharmacist. To make it easier, I've broken it into 3 guidelines. Know your school, know your profession, and know that this time will pass quickly. The first one, know your school. As we all know, the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy is not only the best school in the state of Tennessee, it's the best in the nation. What I mean by this is get to know your school and the people within it. Your teachers, the dean, and the other faculty and staff that come together to make this school tick are fully behind you and want you to succeed. We at the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy have a reputation in this area for producing some of the most well-rounded and capable pharmacists this area has ever seen. Be proud of where you're attending pharmacy school and get to know the people that are helping to achieve your life goal. Know your profession. I'm sure about 6 months ago, you students kept hearing the same questions over and over again. Tell me something interesting about yourself. So why did you choose pharmacy? What qualities will make you a good pharmacist? What did you reply? And was it really what you meant? I urge you to seek wholehearted answers to these questions and find your passion within the field of pharmacy. Having something that interests you and building upon and learning further about your interest will help you grow as a pharmacy student. Keep up to date on your favorite subject, an interesting disease, politics, or all the above. Do research, do an internship, teach yourself, learn from others, and strive to reach your full potential. And finally, know that this time will pass quickly. 1 year ago, I was receiving my white coat and was feeling exactly the way you are right now. Excited, accomplished, and smart, yet nervous and anxious, and undeniably broke. Well, let me tell you that our parents were always right in saying the time passes when you're having fun. With this in mind, make friends, make memories, join organizations, and get involved. Of course, I'm not saying to completely disregard your studies, because that's what you're here for. I'm saying that you need to enjoy the time that you have with the people that are around you. Get to know them, confide in them, and don't forget that coffee and sweets are always tokens of appreciation in pharmacy school. As I close, I wanted to once again give a big congratulations to the class of 2017 from the class of 2016. We have a long way to go, but sometimes it's nice to sit back and enjoy the satisfaction of an accomplishment. Remember these few words of wisdom, and always remember that you have the people in this room here who believe in you and support you. I wish you good luck, and thank you.
Dr. David Allen is Dean and Professor of Pharmacology, Executive Director and Research Professor for the School of Pharmacy at the University of Mississippi. He is our special guest coder today. Dr. Allen, before joining the University of Mississippi as Pharmacy Dean in January of 2012, was the founding Dean of Pharmacy and Professor of Pharmaceutical Sciences at Northeast Ohio Medical University College of Pharmacy. Prior to that, he was Associate Dean for Curricular Affairs at Texas Tech University College of Pharmacy in Amarillo, Texas. Dean Allen received his bachelor's degree in pharmacy from the University of Kentucky. He practiced in community pharmacy for a number of years, before returning to get his PhD in pharmaceutical sciences. He's been licensed to practice pharmacy in 5 states, a visiting scientist for Chile, France, and Switzerland. Dr. Allen has served as principal investigator or collaborator on more than 30 projects that have been funded by the NIH, American Heart Association, American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy, and the government of Chile. The recipient of dozens of leadership, teaching, and research and practice awards. I won't go on to name all of those. He was designated as a fellow from the American Pharmacists Association just recently. I will say that I was introduced to David Allen by Dr. Bill LeBowie, who was a consultant that helped us start the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. And he said, there's a young man I want you to meet who's starting a college of pharmacy in northeastern Ohio. He said he hasn't been in leadership that long, but has a lot of experience in academia. He said, Larry, you've been in leadership a long time, not a lot of experience in academia, which meant I didn't have a lot of experience starting a college of pharmacy, and I was old. He was trying to pair me with this young guy. So I said, okay, fine, we'll have dinner together. So we had dinner in Texas at a meeting. Not only did I realize as long as I was walking around about 1.5 feet behind David Allen, I had credibility in the academic environment, that I was making a lifelong friend. I think that you will find that he has a passion for education and probably a lot of good things to say to our class. Please join me in welcoming Dr. David Allen. Before I turn the microphone over, I'm going to ask Tiffany if she'll come. She has a presentation for Dr. Allen.
On behalf of the student body, we would just like to thank you for being here today. So thank you for coming and speaking to the new class. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Calhoun. Thank you, Tiffany. Well, I'm very honored to be with you all here at the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy's White Coat Ceremony. One of my favorite parts of being a dean of a school of pharmacy is participating in events such as these, events that mark a new milestone in the lives of budding pharmacists. Congratulations to each and to every one of you. In my heart of hearts, I knew that I wanted to be a pharmacist at a very young age. I suspect this may be true for some of you as well. But whether you arrived in this place on this day as a result of a lifelong dream or a newfound interest, I think I speak for all pharmacy educators when I say that we are delighted that you are here. Today is a day of great accomplishment, joy, and celebration. You have been planning and preparing for this day for some time. You have successfully completed your pre-pharmacy curriculum, and now you are ready to dive headfirst into the professional program. We are tremendously excited to honor you at this ceremony. But I also think it's appropriate for us to take a moment to honor the faculty who have challenged you in their classrooms and laboratories and advised you in their offices and in the hallways. They've shared their knowledge, their skills, their wisdom, and their experience with you because they've cared about you and your success. It is equally important to recognize the people in your lives who have supported you on your journey to pharmacy school, your family, your friends, and your loved ones. They have played an enormous role in your education so far and will continue to provide important encouragement in the years ahead. Each of you makes a big commitment today, a commitment to the profession of pharmacy. As a pharmacist, you will be entrusted with providing medication therapy management services to improve your patients' quality of life. Your transformation as a professional begins as you put on your white coat for the very first time. Your white coat is symbolic of the professionalism that will be expected of you now as a pharmacy student and later as a pharmacist. As you begin your professional career, I would like to ask you to ask yourself some very important questions. What type of pharmacist do you want to be? What traits and values do you want to possess? What will be your legacy as a professional and as a pharmacist? What will be your legacy as a member of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy class of 2017? Because you will leave a legacy whether you intend to or not. I encourage you to become a vibrant, contributing part of that legacy, to consciously choose the legacy that you want to leave behind. You will have a significant impact on your College of Pharmacy and ultimately for those whom you will one day provide care, your patients. Pharmacists, whether they practice in local communities, community pharmacies, clinics, or hospitals, are among the most trusted and respected professionals in America today. As part of your legacy, will you uphold that trust and respect throughout your pharmacy career? Will you always put your patients first and make their health outcomes and quality of life central to every one of your interactions with them? As pharmacists, we are called upon as members of healthcare teams and to work with patients in a number of ways. Our patients must be the primary focus of all team members. The overall health outcomes and quality of life of our patients must be central to our every action as a professional and as a pharmacist. Professionalism must never be taken lightly. It is not an 8-hour-a-day commitment. It is not a 5-day-a-week or 7-day-a-week commitment. It is indeed a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year commitment. When you are a professional, what you do on your time is no longer entirely your business. But don't take my word for this. Ask the mother of a 6-month-old for whom you are about to make a hyperalimentation solution if she thinks what you do on your time is your business. Ask the father of a 10-year-old child for whom you are about to mix their chemotherapy regimen if what you do on your time is your business. Clearly, being a professional is what you are as a person at all times, not just when you're practicing and not just when you're interacting with your patients. Professionals must be lifelong, independent learners. The profession of pharmacy is constantly developing, and as pharmacists, we must be engaged in an unwavering search for therapeutic solutions that make people's lives better. We must continually learn so that we can take the very best possible care of our patients. And now for the audience participation portion of my comments. For the next few moments, I invite you, class of 27, I also invite your family, your friends, the Gatton College Pharmacy faculty, as well as our distinguished guests, to move forward in your seats and to close your eyes. So go ahead, move forward in your seats and close your eyes. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to envision the kind of professional legacy you want to create for yourself. As you lead today's white coat ceremony, as you reflect upon the importance of patient-centered care and professionalism, I hope that you will keep these things, your patients, foremost in your mind. But if you remember nothing else today, you will likely remember that my comments, at the very least, had you sitting on the edge of your seats. This is an incredibly exciting time for all of you. It is a time of new experiences, new opportunities, new friends, and new knowledge. As you discover the Gatton College of Pharmacy, as well as our great profession of pharmacy, I hope that you will discover what an honor it is to care for people and to provide services that improve the quality of their lives. And above all, I hope that you will discover, as I have, what a privilege it is to put your patients first. Members of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy class of 2017, congratulations, best wishes, Godspeed. Thank you very much for the opportunity and the pleasure of serving with you.
Well, as I said earlier, this has been a much anticipated day for the men and women who are about to receive their white coats, and for our school as well. This day has special significance. We were established in 2005, and with the arrival of the class of 2017, the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy not only has reached full enrollment for a 5th year, the college has also graduated 4 classes of students. In early May of this year, 74 individuals received their Doctor of Pharmacy degrees to join the 216 graduates from the classes of 10, 11, and 12 to make up our alumni base. I can't even begin to describe the feeling that I have when I think about that. It's fairly emotional, and I'm confident to say that each and every hooding and graduation and white coat ceremony that follows is equally as important. As I look back over my 8 years as dean of the college, there have been many occasions and moments that have emerged as very memorable. The things I look forward to most, days like today, along with orientation and special events and occasionally dunking booths and wearing birthday hats and having your picture made. And also receiving that call from the Accreditation Council that says you're fully accredited. And Dr. Bishop says you get to keep your job another year. But you know, over 4 years ago, in addition to sending out those acceptance letters, Dr. Bishop suggested that I give the students a call to make that offer to come to the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy. So I began calling students, telling them they've been accepted. And well, let's just say those phone calls have been quite memorable. I'm not going to mention any names, but some of you screamed, a couple of you cried. They were guys. Some asked me to repeat myself. One of you actually gave me a phone number to call back because you thought I was one of your friends, you know, making a joke. A couple of you drove over immediately to put your deposit down in the class so we couldn't change our mind. However, a lot of you may want to change your voicemail message on your cell phone. Again, not to mention any names, your background music is very interesting to me. And I will say that last year was my favorite, and the answering machine that said, "Yo, dude, you know what to do." I didn't make the call back to that one. This is a very unique class. I've heard comments about you already. We've been watching for the last week, and they said, this is a good class, very interactive. Did you know that 2 individuals on the stage with me today have actually shot deer on a golf course? Hopefully not my golf course. But the joy that I get from hearing those reactions is just unbelievable. I hope that all of you get the chance to meet Mr. Bill Gatton, who our college is named in honor of. He's a very unique individual, and he cares about you, and hopefully he will be here for your graduation. At this time, I want to recognize a few other members of our platform party that have not already made presentations, and I'll ask them to stand as I call their names. But before I do that, there's some people in the audience I'd like to recognize. I would also like to thank the 2 First Ladies of ETSU for being here today, Mrs. Culp and also Mrs. Noland. Thank you for being here today. Mrs. Culp, 97 years young, and we really appreciate her being here. And I would be remiss if I did not introduce the First Lady of the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy, Kathy Calhoun. So Kathy, thank you for being here today. My parents are here. They said they would come as long as I didn't introduce them, so I won't tell you that Raymond and Pearl Calhoun are here today from Hampton, Tennessee. Thanks for being here, Mom and Dad. Appreciate it. Part of our platform party here, Mr. Steve Ellis, who's Assistant Dean for Student Affairs and oversees the admissions process, and I think he's done a fabulous job, don't you? Dr. David Rohn, Chair of Pharmaceutical Sciences. He's leading the education and research. Dr. Ralph Lugo, Chair of Pharmacy Practice and Experiential Education. Dr. Michael Crouch, Executive Associate Dean for the College of Pharmacy. Mr. Rhett Byrne is here, who is a member of the class of 2014. Rhett will be leading the class of 2017 in the oath of the student pharmacist later on. One of the things that our accrediting body said when they came here over and over again was that one of the strengths of our college is the quality of our faculty and our staff and our residents. So if you are a member of the Gatton faculty, staff, or our residents, would you please stand and let us say thank you for everything you do? I think they're sitting over here to get together. If you are a preceptor that helps us train these young men and women, or also donors for our college, if you're in the audience, would you please stand and let us say thank you? And I hope when you get a chance that you will say thank you to those other people in the white coats that are about the building, and those are our ambassadors who didn't have to be here today but wanted to be here as part of our family. So thank them for being here. The highlight of today's ceremony is the presentation of the white coat. Rather than just handing these out at orientation, we have this special program so our students understand the significance of the white coat and what it means to wear it. With the white coat comes responsibility, trust, and integrity. And yes, after today, people will see you differently. They'll depend upon you for answers to questions. This will happen well before you graduate. Your family and friends are going to call upon you for advice. They're going to want to know about drug regimens. They're going to want to know about side effects. Hear these words. Do not answer them yet. We will tell you when you're ready. I'm going to invite Mr. Ellis to come to the microphone as he reads the names of each student. I'd like them to come forward and receive their white coats, and I'll ask Dr. Allen if he would to join me center stage, and our stage party will form a receiving line to give you some congratulations. So, Steve.
Matthew Russell Abbott. Alex Adu Jamfi. James Corey Allen. A little Uncle Love there. Sergio Gabriel Alonzo. Nasser Aisha Insari. Logan McKinley Baird. Morella Bollock. Caroline Taylor Bernard. Katie Elizabeth Barron. Ray Joseph Bennett. Sarah Elizabeth Brandon. Tandy Branham. Scott Alexander Brewster. Mackenzie Danielle Broom. Charles William Brown. Jerica Brown. Joshua David Brown. Courtney Lee Carroll. Shoji Chang. Jordan Clyde Claiborne. Angelita Tatiana Combs. Heather Marie Culler. Aaron Marshall Davenport. Bradley David Diedick. Michael Tyler Ferguson. Robert Andrew Flanagan. Kelly Elizabeth Fowler. Melody Marie Friedo. Morgan Rochelle Gillenwater. Holly Nicole Gillum. Christian Gruss. Brittany Nicole Hawks. Amanda Tennille Hensley. Jordan Chandler Hickson. Rebecca Elaine Hogan. Jackson Blake Holland. Leona Holland. Matthew Tyler Holland. Moses Holcomb Holliman. Joseph Scott Horton. Amanda Louise Houghton. Teresa Jean Howell. Lillian Ikele. Cody Darrell Irick. Jennifer Anae Jones. Jonathan Tyler Jones. Nicholas Scott Jones. Jacqueline Nicole Jordan. Jessica Ryan Kelly. Nantha Leela Chantachot. Yatsen Liu. Bradley Stephen Lowy. Andrew Lee Long. Hannah Elizabeth Martinez. Garrett Michael Messmer. Dylan Wade Meyer. Sean Michael Monroe. Stephen Anthony Mounzouris. Aaron Michael Jenny Mullins. Megan Brooke Mullins. Christopher Lewis Owens. Brittany Nicole Parker. Danny Ray Pate. Erin Brooke Peavyhouse. Cody Allen Peeler. Unfortunately, the next member of the class was feeling a little ill today and is unable to be on the stage, but I wish to acknowledge John Brian Pridgeon. Jacob Douglas Piles. Stephanie Ann Rednauer. Kendra Lynn Rice. Jessica Marie Robinson. Daniel Robert Schrodel. Jacob O'Brien Seal. Samantha Brianne Shepard. Garrett Alastair Smith. Hunter Curtis Smith. Daniela Stefanovic. Lauren Gabrielle Strange. Benjamin Edward Sipnewski. Kevin Neal Tankersley. Justin Vaughn Taylor. Teferi Takley. Wade Thomas Tugman. Beatrice Rose Turner. Jennifer Ann Vance. Caitlin Shanna Waldrop. Ashley Erin Walker. Martha Louise Werner. Jennifer Dawn Weaver. Bruce Edward Williams.
Mr. Bob Moore was an icon pharmacist in the First District Pharmacy Association. In his honor, a fund was set up for the purchase of the white coats for each student, and we thank his family for that. At this time, I'm going to ask Rhett Byrne to come to the podium and administer the oath of the student pharmacist.
Good afternoon, class of 2017. Today is a great day. Congratulations to all of you. I'm so glad to have you all joining us at the college. You're going to love it. It's going to change your life, so congratulations. Seeing all of you here today reminds me of my white coat ceremony 3 short years ago, and it really will fly by. I remember being excited and the anticipation leading up to getting the white coat and taking the oath that we are about to take. I didn't quite understand the importance of it 3 years ago. I really just thought I was get to wear a white coat and look like a Dr. McDreamy off the TV shows. But now that I'm in my 4th year and spending time with patients in the retail or hospital pharmacies, I've really come to understand the importance of the white coat and what it symbolizes, and also the oath that we're about to take. In the classroom, it can be easy to forget the reason you're there. That reason is to learn to help heal patients, family, and friends. Shockingly, there will be times in the classroom when you become bored. And that's because you want to get out there and use the knowledge that you've learned, use the skills that you've learned, and go and help people. I say use these first 3 years to learn that everything that you can so that you can help these patients and people the best way possible. There's nothing more satisfying than getting out into the community. Somebody comes to you with a problem, and you know the answer, you know what to do, and you're able to act on it, and you're able to help that person. And they come to you and they thank you, or a family member comes and thanks you for it, and maybe even gives you a hug. And times like that, they really come from staying focused in the classroom. You are about to embark on an incredible journey these next 4 years. Remember that each exam that you take and each hour that you study is one step closer to being able to change someone's life with not only your knowledge, but your compassion to help others. At this time, I would like to ask you to stand and read the oath aloud with me. I would also like to ask faculty, preceptors, and pharmacists here today to stand in support of the students as they take the oath of a student pharmacist. Student pharmacist oath. As I embark upon the study of pharmacy at the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy, I will enter into a relationship of mutual respect with my teachers and colleagues in an environment of academic excellence. I will embrace the breadth and depth of the basic and clinical sciences that form the foundation for lifelong learning. I will display the qualities of honesty, integrity, and professionalism that will earn the respect of my patients, my colleagues, my family, and myself. I will value the knowledge, wisdom, and culture of service of pharmacists who have preceded me and will endeavor to further the practice of pharmacy in their tradition. I will maintain the trust expected of a pharmacist and honor the sanctity of the patient-pharmacist relationship. I will respect patient confidentiality and hold sacred the patient's right to privacy. I will place the care of my patients as my foremost responsibility, and I will grow in the profession with conscience and dignity. As a student pharmacist, I will strive to uphold these standards as I advance toward full membership in the profession of pharmacy. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Bill Gatton College of Pharmacy class of 2017. I'd like to thank each of you for being here today. We have a reception that's in the College of Pharmacy building on the VA campus. We'd like to thank Walgreens and Keith Ford and Greg McCullum for their sponsorship of that. Please join us. Your student pharmacists are waiting outside, and they're the ones in the white coats. So have a good afternoon.